Welcome to another edition of Tropical TV. I'm your host and market president for the Countryside and Tarpon Springs office, Matt Vi. And what we're going to talk about today is we're going to talk about 4 listing strategies that will help keep you on track with our 753 response. And it will also make sure that over the first 30, 60, and 90 days of the listing that it's on track the way that it needs to be successful with the sale. So let's jump into the first strategy. First strategy is that you have an action team that has a response card. They all go to the property, and individually, one by one, they walk through the property as if they're looking for their own buyer, or as if they're the first agent to look at the property whenever it comes on the market. They each fill out the response card, again individually. Collectively, you take that information, give the feedback to the seller so that they can be as marketable as possible compared to the competition on the market at that time. The second thing that we do, again, to try to stay in line with our 753 response, is we take the seller on a tour of at least a couple of the other properties that are on the market that are in direct competition with them. One is it'll help them out negotiating-wise, because they'll know if an offer does come in and people are looking at several properties at the same time. It puts them in a good place that they understand what the buyer's options are. And secondly, it also allows them to understand what different concessions might be needed in order to make them more competitive within the market that they're in, the sub-market that they're in. The third thing that we're going to look at is if the property does go 90 days out, then what we'll do is we'll take another action team out there. But the second action team that we take out there with a response card is actually going to be people that have sold properties that are in that price range. And so that way you're actually dealing with people that have run through the competition and for whatever reason have been able to sell another property that was potentially the competitor of one of these properties and took it off the market. So they'll be able to give you some insight of why possibly that property came off the market versus this particular listing. Again, they go through one by one and they fill out the response cards like the first action team does. And then, of course, the last thing that we want to do, which happens at the beginning, but it's the fourth strategy that we're going to talk about, is setting the seller up for the Online Seller's Advantage program. And that will get them information from the time that the property first comes on the market. It will get them information of what's going on in the market around them, and also possibly the market that they're moving to, or the area that they want to go to. So that way they make sure that they're purchasing at the right price or price point, or in the right area that fits their lifestyle needs in the area that they're going to. So those are the 4 strategies that we want to keep in mind. Of course, if you've got any questions about them, give me a call.